welcome back to the channel for the video. Today we are going to do a little get ready with me using so sorry, using some affordable makeup, and for the most part affordable makeup. But yeah, before we get started though, if you're new, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. So happy you're here. Hey everyone, my name's Gloria. Welcome, so glad you're here. And yeah, let's just do this, shall we? So I already have on my base products. I did not use an affordable foundation. I used the LYS stick foundation in LN3, and I used Glam Light setting powder, and I used the Catrice under eye brightener, which by now it feels like it's faded because I did this part early this morning and we're into the afternoon now. Too much going on around here in the last week. But anyway, we're going to do an eye look, and we're going to do some bronzer and some blush and a lip. How about that? How about that? So I'm going to do some bronzer first. Yeah, I'm going to do some bronzer first. I'm going to use my L'Oreal True Match Lumi Bronze It in light. So everything I will be using will be affordable makeup, except for the foundation, the mascara, and what I'm going to use for my eye primer. Yeah. But anyway, the rest of it's affordable makeup for the most part. All right, so I'm going to use some of this. There's my, I need to wash my brushes. Oh, I need to wash my brushes. I'll be looking in my mirror here. Just do a little bronzer. I'll get my hair out of the way. So how is everybody doing on this Tuesday? It's Tuesday. Okay, like that, something like that. I'm doing good. Just a lot going on around here the last week or so. Sometimes too much. Put it over here. Just kind of blend it in the best that I can. Yes, I know. It's my tried and true mirror. I love this mirror. I need to get another one. But anyway, it serves the purpose for what I need it for. Put a little bit on the nose, and we're going to go under this a little bit. Kind of like that. And voila, the bronzer is done. All right. I need to clean my brushes. It bugs me when my brushes need to be cleaned and I haven't done it, because usually I try to clean them every time I use them, but I haven't in the last week. Like I said, it's been hectic around here. All right, let's use some blush. My blush is not going to be well, shoot, I should have done affordable blush too. Well, anyway, we're using maybe half and half affordable, half higher end. But I have this little Tarte sample size blush in Blushing Bride. I wanted to try this out, so I'm going to use this. If I can find a clean brush small enough. Put some of that on. I wanted to do a purple look today, a purple and pink look, but I have on a green shirt. And I guess it doesn't really matter because I'm not going anywhere, but you know there would be somebody that says, why are you doing pink and purple when you have green on? And do I really care? No, I don't know. Maybe probably not really, but I just don't really feel like any drama. I don't feel like, I just don't. I've had enough drama in the last week, y'all. My husband's father passing, his siblings, and just general family stuff. I don't need any more. I don't need any more. May put a little bit more blush on later, but for now, we're going to call that good. All right, let's do, I have a highlighter. We'll do the highlighter in a little bit. Let's go ahead and do the eyes. I have this Jeffree Star. It's a concealer, but I've been using it as an eye primer. I don't think I have an affordable eye primer right now. I need to get one. I see a lot of people using the Milani eye primer, and where am I at? And I want to get that one and use it. And I thought I ordered it when I placed my recent order with Amazon, and evidently I didn't. I just thought I did. Well, let's put this on. But I do want to get that primer, and I probably will order that here really soon. But I think that this makes a really good eye primer. It's a little bit light for a concealer, but I mean, I like it as a concealer, but anyway, we're using it as an eye primer right now until I find one that I like. Because this actually works pretty good as an eye primer. But yeah, I've had my base products done, my primer, my foundation, powder. I've had all that on for a while, since early this morning. Just dealing with different things, trying to deal with pharmacy today on I have used estrogen patches since my hysterectomy. Well, now they can't get them anymore. And trying to figure out why. I gave up. I finally just said, you know what? I give up. I give up. All right, let's do my brows real quick while we kind of let that set for a minute. I'm going to use the Maybelline Express Brow. I think this is in neutral brown or light brown, something of that nature. But anyway, we're going to use that. And we know I don't make the big eyebrows, so we ain't doing it. And I got to use my magnifier to do this. I don't know if you can see me or not. And if you can, I'm sorry. I got some stray hairs down here that I need to get out. I've been wanting to order, and I may do that when I order the Milani eye primer. What is it? For waxing, under my brows and stuff. And I've been able to order that, and I may go ahead and order that when I order the Milani eye primer that I want to order. Lord, my mind is in too many different directions. Way too many different directions. And then there's a powder in, a little sponge tip powder in. I'm going to use a little bit of that today. Got that going on. And now I'm going to take from NYX, my NYX Control Freak Clear Eyebrow Gel. I'm going to use that. No, this is a new one. Yeah, that's right, because I used it. Hold on, guys. Luckily, it didn't hit anything when I just dropped it, so we good. Let's try this again, shall we? So yeah, let's see, would have been a week ago this past Friday. Yeah, so it's been a week. I went to get my hair cut. Well, she totally messed it up. Totally messed my hair up. I told her for one thing, I told her, do not cut my bangs because they're short enough. I do not want them cut anymore. She cut them anyway, so now they're too short, so hence it's pulled back. Yeah, I was not real happy with this haircut at all. It's not even remotely what I asked for. So I told my husband, and he's like, find a different beautician. So that's what I'm going to do for the next time I go. that works for that. That's all I'm going to do on that. Let's see here. Yep, that's all I'm going to do on the eyebrows. Now, let's do the eyes. Thought today I would use ColourPop, which I do feel like is an affordable brand, especially if you get them on sale. And I always wait for the sales to go on at ColourPop. They will get a 30% off sale, and then that's when I'll purchase some of the bigger things, which this palette, the Aurora Struck palette, I purchased it when it was 30% off. So I got it for under $20, and I think that's very affordable. And she looks like this. A lot of spring colors in here. Thought it was a very pretty palette. I haven't used her in a while, so I thought she's still good. I thought, why not? So we're going to primarily stick to the greens, which are what, here over in this area. We're going to primarily stick to the greens since I do have green on. There are shade names, but I don't think I can read them because if you see, it's white and silver on white, and I have a hard time seeing those. I might be able, I'll try my best. Well, anyway, first of all, I'm going to go in with this light green here, which I think is called Spiraling. I'm going to go in with that. And like I said, I need to wash my brushes, so I don't have as much to choose from as I normally do. Gonna go in with this brush. We're just gonna take that, and I'm just gonna put that on the lid. I think I'm just gonna put that all over the lid. It's a light green. So yeah, so she didn't cut my hair the way I wanted it, not at all. And it wasn't cheap. It wasn't cheap. And I'm not happy with it. And if I'm not happy with my hair, my husband knows I'm going to be fussing about it. And yeah, I've been fussing about it. But anyway, my hair grows pretty fast, so it'll grow fast. It's already grown quite a bit in a week. But the bangs are just, yeah, no, I'm not happy. Not happy. All right, so we got that on. I think that does not look bad. I need my color switch. But anyway, I don't have it over here, and I don't feel like going and getting it. So now we're going to go in with, what's Night Sky. This little bit darker green, Night Sky. I'm going to go in with that one. And it's got little sparkles in it. Little sparkles in it. But we're going to go in with it on the, I'm going to go in with it. That's not going to be dark enough. Let's regroup here. Let's regroup. Like this on here. What is this color? That's kind of a dark olivey color. It is, oh Lord, Icelandic. This one right here. It's kind of a dark olivey color. We're going to try that on the outer corner and see what that looks like. I think that might work. We're going to try it. We're going to try it. Oh yeah, that's better. Much better. And I tap first when I do this because I do have crepey eyelids. And if I don't tap first, then it's going to end up being patchy. And we don't want patchy. We don't want patchy. Something like that. Do the other side. And then after I get it where I want it, then I blend it. And see, even right there with tapping, that right there is still a pain. Never wants to cooperate. We'll just, okay. Bring that like that. Then I'm gonna get something to blend with. Actually, I'm gonna go back into that, what was that? Spiraling or something, spiraling. Light green that I did first. I'm gonna go back into that for a minute. If I can find the brush I wanna use. I'm gonna use this brush here. So I kind of lost that. Kind of see if I can do some blending and get some of that back, maybe. I don't know. I went a little bit too high with the dark one. Okay. All right, we got that on. Okay, now what I want to do for the lid. I do have a lot of brushes I need to wash. I need to wash all of these. I'm going to go in on my lid with, what is that color? Solo, I think is what it says. This light green shimmer. And I'm just going to use my finger. She looks like that. I'm going to use my finger. And that does have some glitter in it. I should have used a glitter glue, but I didn't have any over here, and you know me, I didn't want to get up and go get any either. Let's do a little blending. Let's see if I can get some of that off. Okay. She looks like that. I'm happy with that. I can live with that. Do the other side. Let me get some on my finger. It's very pretty color. It's kind of almost a bluish green in a way, with maybe a hint of purple in it. Kind of, there goes a flake. Okay, and let me do some blending on that. Oh, that's very pretty. That is pretty. That is pretty, pretty, pretty. All right. So, gotta wash that too. All over me. All right, let me go off, and I'm gonna do an eyeliner and my mascara, and then I'll come back and we'll do a lippy and highlighter. So hang tight. Okay, I'm back. And I finished up the eyes. I did my eyeliner on the top and the bottom. I used that same color I used out here, which was the Icelandic, this one. Made it a little darker underneath and on top. So I used that as my eyeliner. Then I used, what is this one? Head North underneath the brow and as my inner corner highlight. This one right here. Right, so out of this palette, what I used this one on my lid. I used this one in the outer corner and as my eyeliner. I used I bet you, okay, I use this one on my lid. And then I use this as my inner corner highlight and underneath the brow out of this palette. So we stuck to the green theme. Kind of a bluish green though, don't you think? I got mascara all over my fingers. All right, and then for my mascara, I think I showed you this in my video yesterday that I just picked up from Amazon. This Essence Volume Booster Lash Primer, Super Volume with Super Fruits. This one versus the other Essence one I have, and it's okay. I'll have to use it a few more times to see if I like it better or the same as the other Essence. But I use that. And then I have to be very careful with mascaras that I use because I have very, very sensitive eyes. And a lot of mascaras irritate my eyes. So if I find mascaras that don't irritate my eyes, I tend to try to stick with those for the most part. Although I do have some little sample size of some new ones that I'll need to try over there that we'll be trying in the coming weeks. But for today, I used my Thrive Cosmetics Liquid Lash Extensions in Bryn, which is black. I used that, which is a 2B mascara, which is what I prefer is a 2B mascara. Okay, so now let's do a highlighter, shall we? I've had this for a long time. When I first started my channel, I got this in a Busy Beauty box back when she was doing those. And it's from Lottie London. It's a Shimmer Squad holographic. And there's some greens in here. And I think I'm going to go with this lightest one called The Gossip. I'm going to try that one out today. I haven't used this palette in a long time. Anyway, we're going to try some of that. Very, very pretty, but really intense. Kind of blend that in. And we're going to do the other side. A little on the nose. And maybe a little bit in the Cupid's bow. All right. And we're going to call that good. And I should have used a concealer today, but I never did get around to doing that today. So there's no concealer, but I need a concealer. But that's okay. We'll forget it for today. Now, do I want to put more blush on? I don't think I want to put any more blush on. So let's go with the lips. So I got this CoverGirl lip liner yesterday in my Amazon video, or in my video that I showed you yesterday from Amazon. Simply Ages Lip Flip Liner. And this is an Amazing Petal, which is about like, well, this is what the color shows, but when you put it on, it doesn't show that color. We're going to try this lip liner. What I'm going to do is pretty much, let's see what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do. And of course, I did break it yesterday because I was too rough. I think what I'm going to do is put it all over the lip. But lip liners are very drying when you put them on your lip like that. But I'll show you what I'm going to do here in a minute. But it was like a matte pink finish, which I do like that color. And I meant to grab one of my Maybelline Lemmy Lifter lip glosses, but I grabbed the wrong thing. We're going to go ahead and just go with it. So I have this Too Faced Kissing Jelly Gloss, and oh Lord. Oh, I can't read that. I can't read that, but it's pink. It gives a little bit of a pink shimmer. We're going to use some of that today. All over the lip. It tastes like cotton candy, and I think maybe that's the name of it. I don't know. We're going to do that. Not sure if that really goes with the eye color, but that's what we're using. But I think it's pretty, though. I think it looks pretty. All right, guys, this is it. This is the finished look. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. I think it's pretty. And I used, let's see, I used all affordable makeup except for the Jeffree Star concealer that I used as primer. I'm so sorry. My Thrive Cosmetics Liquid Lash Mascara. The Tarte little blush. But, I mean, I think, what is this? Maybe $5 on this little bitty one. The foundation, I used the LYS Stick Foundation. And I guess the Too Faced lip gloss. But I paid less than $10. I got two for $10, $11, so $5.50 for each one. I mean, I don't know. Voila, that's it. Other than that, it was all affordable makeup. All affordable makeup. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Let me know what you think. All right, guys, that's all I got. I'm going to get off here and try to get this video edited so I can get it up today. It's going to go up late, but it's going to go up. And I will see you guys tomorrow or the next day or when I see you again. Take care. Bye.